Hey boys, it's been a couple of days now since we absolutely demolished and thrashed West Ham. I was a bit under the weather, so I didn't want to do a video on the day of or yesterday, just because I didn't want to be sounding like SpongeBob on the mic, because I've been having a blocked nose and what have you. So I thought we'll do a little bit of a recap now. We've had a couple of days to sort of process, how the game's gone, and how we performed. Uh, you know, in my match prediction, I was saying, a 2-0 Chelsea or 3-1 Chelsea. I thought this would be the game we would show ourselves, what we're made of, what we're capable of. The game against Palace was a hiccup. It was a tough game. They're not an easy team to play against, especially when they still had Eze and Gay. He might leave as well. So I knew that'd be a tough game, and it was a game we should have won anyway. We had lots of chances towards the end, so I wasn't taking too much from it. I know a lot of Chelsea fans were up in arms, and what was that? Like, we're going to be really bad this season. No, we're not. We're going to be okay. We're going to do fine. West Ham are a very poor team. The pressure's on Potter. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the first manager to be sacked. Uh, that is tough. They haven't really reinforced much at all as well. And the stats show that. I thought the first half was, well, it was a game of, the first half was essentially two games, really. Look, we went a goal down early on. They had a goal disallowed, and Full Creek scored. And at one point, it was 2-1 West Ham, which West Ham have one of the worst attacks in the league. So we got off to a very rocky start. It's like we didn't know where we were. We were struggling to play out from the back. I thought we couldn't really get the ball into midfield. But once we got past that sort of lull, we really just dominated them. Then we completely suffocated them. The amount of chances we were creating, I thought Estevao was absolute baller, just running past players. No one could stop him. Uh, and in my match preview, I said I want Estevao to start, and I think he showed us why he should start. Right, no one's going to be saying, right, let's have Estevao on the bench now, because it was just absolutely electric. And that's the talent he is, right? So look, completely dominated them with XG and chances created. 7 big chances to 1. And then I'll just quickly go over the players. Won't go over too much because obviously the game has been 2 days now. Uh, but I just wanted to cover it anyway because I wasn't able to on the day of. So I thought, Sanchez again, a little rocky, not his best game. He played better, as the game went on. Uh, but he's still, to me, he's got mistakes in him, and I don't think he's a keeper we can win the league with. Looks like Donnarumma's going to go to Man City as well. So look, Sanchez needs to step up. He had a good end to the season, but I don't really know. These last couple of games, he's been a bit shaky. So hopefully he can get out of that. He can grow into himself again. I thought Gusto was okay. He didn't have the best game when Reece James come on. That one pass Reece James did was disgusting, absolutely insane. Chalobah for me, big shout out from the defense. I think he was the best defender for us. He got his goal. I'm glad he got his goal, and I'm just happy for Chalobah as well. He was sort of cast into the shadows. He was going on loan at Palace, and he's shown he's our best centre back. He's Mr. Reliable. He does a job, and he bleeds Chelsea as well. So for me, absolutely love Chalobah. He understands it. He gets it. And I'm happy for him because it looked like he was going to leave. We had cast him out. He wasn't playing. He was on the bench. But look, it just shows, get your head down, work hard, and you can get back into the team. So for any players who sulk when they get benched or anything like that, just look at Chalobah because he fought back, and now he's our best centre back. Tosin had a great game. I predicted him to start, and he did start. Just I don't know where this sort of rich vein of form has come from, but he just, he was stopping everything really in the air, dominant. Chalobah and Tosin, it's a good partnership. I don't know if it can go the whole season and Champions League and quite perform, but yeah, they were great. Cucurella as well, great game, just non-stop. I don't know how much distance did he cover because, he did not stop running. Was me here, does it? But look, we know what Chukwuemeka does every game. He's not. He doesn't have a bad game anymore, does he? Every game he drops a 7 out of 10 minimum. Just bombing forward, playing that inverted role, and he does so excellently. And when he wants to play a bit more defensive as well and allow for Gusto to get forward, he can do that. He's so reliable. And then if we want to change it up and Reece James plays a bit more defensive, we can let him get forward more. and make his mark on the game. Caicedo as well, absolutely brilliant game. He bullied West Ham's defence, got his goal as well. I thought he deserved that goal. Just bullied them. Uh, every little chance they had of a counter attack, you just win the ball back. His progressive passing is insane. He's not just a ball winner; he's so much more. He's a complete player. And I feel like people who don't watch Chelsea and watch every single Chelsea game don't actually quite understand how good Caicedo is. For me, him and Reece James are our best players. Obviously, Palmer's there, but he was injured in the warm up, which screwed my FPL up. I've got Haaland captain now, who got 2 points, so wasn't great. Fernandez, his box crashing is just unbelievable. His off the ball movement so good. If we can just create chances like that, and we allow Fernandez to run into that double 10 position that Maresca likes to play him under, he's going to be getting lots of goals. And I think he's our top scorer for 2025 as well, and top assister. So it just shows, in the final third, he's the one, especially from midfield. The last couple of seasons when we had, sort of like Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, midfielders like that, we wouldn't really get any goals from midfield. And as great as some of those midfields were, when we were struggling for goals, it helps if just, you have a player like Enzo who can just crash into the box and just get a tap in with his movement. So much better game. He was really poor against Palace, but I thought it was much better today. Not today, well, the game, So for me, Enzo, really good. He can't be dropping performances like he did against Palace. He's too good for that. So I'm glad he got a goal and, shut everyone up, really. Estevao's the main guy, man. He's the boy, the star kid. There's not many 18-year-olds who are better than this guy. It's only Yamal for me. And Yamal's a different level, but it's unfair to really compare him against Yamal, But look, no one can deal with his dribbling. He's only going to get better. And what I think quite goes under the radar as well, he was told a couple minutes before the game, Palmer's felt something, we're not going to risk him, you're starting. And it's like, okay, I'm coming in for Palmer. Like, there's so much pressure. It wasn't just, you're coming in for Neto or, Gittin's got injured, we're going to swap Neto to the left, you're going to play on the right. It's like, oh no, our talisman Palmer's injured. Estevao, this is your first Premier League start. And he didn't take any pressure, completely bullied them. The assist was disgusting. When I saw it, I was in disbelief. He just running past people. It was like a Hazard. We haven't had a dribbler like that since Hazard. Just, he's only going to get better as well. That's the scary thing. So I'm super excited for his development. I didn't think he would be starting and being so dominant this early on. It just shows the testament to his mentality as well. He doesn't just have the talent; he's got the mentality, and you need both of those if you want to succeed. Joao Pedro absolutely saved my FPL. 1 goal, 2 assists. My man of the match. I think his hold-up play, his link-up play, everything. He was just the they couldn't stop him. Super underrated in the air as well, like winning all these flick-ons for the corners. And I really liked him and Delap. Delap, I think it's unfair for him to get a 6.7 rating. And he did get hooked at the 60th minute, which I thought was a bit harsh, because for me, he had a great game. Yes, we scored 5 goals and he didn't get a goal or assist and involve in the play. But if you look at the link-up play, he directly helped through a goal, and you don't get like a pre-assist point, So look, for me, him and Joao Pedro, super. I did want to see that as well. If you look at my prediction, I was saying, we could play Delap with Neto, which means Joao Pedro would either play across these front 3 positions, and we sort of like shadow striker. Delap was playing as a bit of like a target man, feeding the ball off him. And when we've got these 2 really fast wingers who can dribble as well, that West Ham just couldn't handle us. So really good performance, absolutely demolished them. I think we could have got more goals. We kind of reserved our energy from about 70 minutes onwards. We could have hurt West Ham. We could have made it really ugly, potentially even get 6 or 7. But I think we got another game coming up now. We just let our foot off the pedal and just coasted to the victory. West Ham kind of accepted defeat, and that's what it was. So the sort of cameos who came off the bench. Reece James, amazing. Not many players, especially from his position, can play that sort of pass. So yeah, I thought that was outstanding. Yeah, and the other players had some good cameos. Andre Santos, Joel Hato. It was nice to see Fofana come and play again. Didn't get injured in the 20 minutes he did play. Uh, so look, we need these players to stay fit, especially Fofana. For me, this is his last season, do or die, really. Yeah, my voice is a bit weak, so sorry if it's breaking up a bit. But look, amazing game. And our next game now is Fulham at home. Now, I watched the Fulham versus United game. United are really poor, and Fulham didn't really do much, and they were playing at home as well. It's not an easy place to go to, Fulham away, but we got the home advantage. We're coming off, a 5-win victory against West Ham. I think, again, we're going to have a pretty dominant display here. Estevao to start, probably Estevao to getting a goal or assist as well. Not too sure what Cole Palmer's situation's like. We'll see that in the next couple of days anyway. I'll be making videos on it as well. So that's our next game. We're the early kickoff. In general, I'm not a fan of Chelsea on the early kickoffs whenever I watch them. We never seem to perform that well. I don't know if we're not getting to bed early enough, but there we go. But I have full confidence we'll win this. I don't think Fulham's attack can really hurt us. They looked poor against Man United, and Man United are not a good team either. Especially with Amorim, he's played more games and he's got points. So, look, I think this is a game again. 3 points. Let's win like 3-0. Let's keep a clean sheet. A clean sheet would be nice. And then we move. We got the international break as well, so hopefully Palmer, if his injury, he's out for a couple of weeks, he should be back after the international break. And then just a few news we've got today. So Chukwuemeka, finally, here we go. He's off to Dortmund. Did a video on this a couple of days ago. So happy with this. We got a pretty good fee for him as well. I didn't want him to go for like 15 million. I think he's worth more than that. So that we got 25 million and a heavy sell-on clause as well. So something like 30% maybe. We're not too sure what the sell-on clause is. And then, of course, Anselmino on loan as well. I'm a big fan of this deal. Big fan of both deals, really. There's a great ball-playing defender. I think he's going to perform really well at Dortmund as well. Sort of suits how they want to play and how he wants to play. So look, him and Schlotterbeck, hopefully they get a good partnership going there. And he can even play as maybe like a 6, as like an anchor role. I don't think he will, but he can play there. He's so good on the ball. So it's an interesting situation with the players we got out on loan as well. We've got Anselmino, and then we've got Sarr as well at Strasbourg. These are 2 talented, good centre-backs. So it'll be interesting to see. I think one of them will probably be sold next summer. Depends who we can probably get more money for, right? And who performs better. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform out on loan. I'm a big fan of Anselmino, though. I hope he has a good season. And he needs the game time. Maresca said that. He's a good boy, just needs to play. And he's going to play lots in the Bundesliga as well. So, big fan of these. I'm happy with both of these. Here we go. It took a while, but look, we got there in the end. And then obviously, I saw Tyreek George as well. They were talking about they could swap him for Garnacho, obviously plus cash, and United rejected that. So it looks like we're open to selling Tyreek George, and I'm down for that as well. I don't think Tyreek George is quite Chelsea quality. He's a Cobham boy, but I think let's not get too attached to the academy players. I just don't think he's that. He doesn't quite have, the pace for me to play as a winger. I see him a bit more like a central, sort of like shadow striker kind of position. Look, his shooting technique, he can score off both feet. But we're so stacked in that position, and then we're getting Xavi Simons as well. So he's just not going to play, and he should play. He's good enough to play in the Premier League and abroad. So I think it's just pure profit. We'd be silly not to cash in on him. So for me, we should sell him, get about 20 million minimum for him, and that's going to help fund the other deals as well. So Fabrizio, he's probably made about 100 tweets of this. So if this doesn't go through, his credibility for Chelsea is completely diminished, right? But I can tell you, Chelsea 100% expect Garnacho to become Chelsea player. I think we're going to get a here we go next week. So obviously, once this here we go drops, I'll make a video straight away. This is something that's needed to happen for weeks now. I'm not even a big fan of the Garnacho deal, but I just want it to happen now because it's just gone on for so long. So we don't want to pay 50 mil. United want 50 mil. I think we'll probably meet in the middle. Here's 40. He doesn't want to play at United. Amorim, that relationship shattered. Here we go. So I think we'll probably pay about 40 for him, which it's whatever. I'd rather pay. If we get him for 30, I'd be happy with that. But United aren't going to sell him for 30. And again, Chelsea messages those close to Garnacho in the last 24 to 48 hours. Stay patient and wait. This deal will happen. So he said this pretty much every day for the last 3 weeks. Garnacho, watch out for Garnacho. It's definitely happening. 100% Garnacho to Chelsea, definitely happening. He's milked it so much. I mean, okay, fair enough. He's getting the revenue from the interactions, but you know, I think let's ease off on all the Garnacho's definitely joining Chelsea until the deal's actually done, right? Like, we don't need to hear it that much. And just the last bit of news for today. Nkunku and Jackson, 100% going to leave Chelsea. Bayern spent the whole week trying to agree, but at the moment they're only offering a loan. Keep an eye on English clubs. I think Jackson 100%'s going. I'm a bit worried about Nkunku. It seems a lot of clubs want him on loan. No one's really going for that permanent. And if that is the case, the Xavi Simons deal could be in jeopardy. Personally, I think Jackson's 100% going. We can get a good feel on him. A lot of clubs are interested. And then we'll bring in Garnacho. And it seems like once Nkunku's gone, that's when we bring in Xavi Simons. So hopefully we can get both of the deals done over the line. I am a bit anxious now that perhaps Nkunku, clubs only want to agree a loan deal for him. And that means we can't register Xavi Simons. So hopefully the big news we need is just Jackson and Nkunku have found a club and the club's willing to pay for them. And then we can just bring in the last two signings we want, and then that's our summer done. I don't think we're doing any more business. We're not really linked with anyone. We're not going to get a centre-back. The club trust the centre-backs we've got. And that's about it, really. So, look, we just need a few more outgoings to happen. I think all our loan slots are gone now. So, yeah, season's pretty much in full effect. So, our next game, Chelsea-Fulham, Saturday, early kick-off. So I'll make a few more videos now into the run-up of the game. 6 days to go. I'm predicting a good win. But we'll see, obviously, if Cole Palmer's injury is serious or not. And yeah, we'll make some more videos and break down all the news we get. So we're getting news every day. There's loads of content to cover. So if you like the video, appreciate it, give it a like. Helps the algorithm boost. And drop a subscribe if you like. I drop Chelsea videos every day when I'm not ill. But I'm feeling better now. So yeah, we'll see you boys tomorrow, okay? Peace.